Good morning, students. In last video, you learned that all the resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. One is inexhaustible resources and second one is exhaustible resources. Inexhaustible resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by the human beings. We read that sunlight, air, soil, all these are inexhaustible resources. In the same way, exhaustible resources are those resources which are limited in nature and can be exhausted by human activities. For example, forest, wildlife, mineral, coal, petroleum, natural gas, all these are the exhaustible resources. The next topic today which we are going to read, that is fossil fuels, or we can say exhaustible natural resources. Natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas, all these are the natural resources and these were formed from the dead remains of living organism, that is from the dead remains of plants and animals. That's why these are exhaustible natural resources and these are also known as fossil fuels. Firstly, today we are going to study about coal. If I talk about coal, coal is as hard as stone and is black in color. You almost have seen the coal and this is a picture showing the coal. So it is as hard as stone and is black in color. It is one of the fuels used to cook food. Firstly, it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engine. Earlier it was used in railway engines to run the trains. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. When it is burnt in thermal power plants, it produces electricity on a large scale. And coal is also used as a fuel in various industries. In many industries, it is used as a fuel. If we talk about the deposits of coal in India, coal is mainly found in Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal. Now, next is story of coal, means how the formation of coal took place. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. It means it is found deep inside the earth in the form of coal beds, and coal was formed from the anaerobic thermal degradation of the wood, or we can say plants, which got buried under the soil due to some natural processes like flooding. When these forests got buried under the soil started depositing over them. As more and more soil deposited over them, they were compressed, and due to it the temperature rose very high and these plants sank deeper and deeper. Due to high temperature, high pressure and in the absence of oxygen, these plants got slowly converted to coal. So we can say coal is formed from the plants which were buried under the soil millions of years ago, and these plants were buried under the soil due to some natural processes like flooding. And due to high temperature, high pressure and anaerobic condition, means absence of oxygen, these plants got converted into coal. Now, if I talk about coal, as coal contains mainly carbon, and the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. It means the process of formation of coal under the earth is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, it is called a fossil fuels. It is formed from the dead remains of the plant, so it is called a fossil fuel. And in today's condition, we can't form coal because we can't create so much high temperature and high pressure, due to which coal can be formed. Now, when heated in air, if we heat the coal in the presence of air, it burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. There are different varieties of coal. If I talk about varieties of coal, there are different varieties of coal like peat, lignite, bituminous coal and anthracite. And anthracite coal has the maximum amount of carbon. So peat has a minimum amount of carbon, then lignite, then bituminous, and last one is anthracite. Means anthracite is that variety of coal which has the highest content of carbon in it. Next one, these are certain we can say substances which are obtained due to destructive distillation of coal. Now the question arises, what is destructive distillation of coal. Coal is not pure carbon. It is a mixture of a large number of complex organic compounds. So when we heat carbon in the absence of air, coal gives many useful products. And this process of heating the coal in the absence of oxygen up to the temperature of about 1000 to 1400 degree Celsius is called destructive distillation of coal. Means when we do destructive distillation of coal means when we heat the coal in the absence of oxygen. When we heat the coal in the presence of oxygen, mainly carbon dioxide is produced, but when we heat it in the absence of oxygen, it means there is no oxygen. It produces many useful products like coke. First one is coke. Coke, if I talk about coke, it is a tough, porous and black substance. And second characteristic is it is an almost pure form of carbon. Now, what are the uses of coke? Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. It means we can say coke is used as a domestic fuel. It is used as a reducing agent in the obtaining many metals, and it is also used in the manufacturing of steel. In the same way, coke is also used to produce carbides such as calcium carbide, silicon carbide, etc. Now, the next main important product which we get from the destructive distillation of coal, that is coal tar. It is a black thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. You have seen coal tar during making of the road, so it is a black thick liquid with an unpleasant smell, and it is called coal tar. Second, it is a mixture of about 200 substances. Different 200 substances are mixed in it. And coal tar can be separated into its valuable products by the process of fractional distillation, which I will discuss later. Products which we can obtain from the coal tar are synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, roofing materials, paints, etc. So all these materials can be extracted from only one substance, that is coal tar. And naphthalene balls used to repel moth. We use certain balls in clothes to repel the moths. All these insects, all these naphthalene balls are obtained from the coal tar. So coal tar is also very very important constituent of destructive distillation of coal. Next one is coal gas. The gaseous product obtained by the destructive distillation of coal is called coal gas. The main constituents of coal gas are hydrogen, methane and carbon monoxide, and it is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. Means when we get the coke from the coal by the process of destructive distillation, at that time a gas is produced which is called coal gas, and this coal gas is mainly a mixture of hydrogen, methane and carbon monoxide. Now it is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plant. So we can use it as a fuel, and it has a very high calorific value. That's why it is a very good fuel. So it is used as a domestic and industrial fuel. I hope you have understood about coal, and now read all these topics from your book. Thank you. Have a nice day.